A very good day to everyone. So let us start with the IDT. Until now in IDT, what we have completed supply, we have completed time of supply, we have completed place of supply, as well as authority of advanced ruling chapter we have done. Now I want you to write within 10 minutes. Point number 1, every concept about section number 31 and time of supply. Movement, no movement, whatever it is, within 10 minutes, write down time of supply in total. Got that? And do not open book. Check your memory. It is an active recall session. Okay? Jaya, are you writing time of supply in section 31?
Ma'am, I started from question number 24.
No, we are writing right now 10 minutes में time of supply के all the concepts we had done. Start writing. Done?
Almost done, ma'am. Time of supply done. Invoice, service also need to write.
Only service you need to write.
Yes.
Others, except Jaya and Abdul. Abdul was on time.
Board section 1 completed, madam.
What is pending?
Apply.
Entire time of supply. I will
I
what
wrote a little bit, madam. Forward and RCM.
forward
Oops.
and RCM you have written. Section
Yes, ma'am.
31 you have done.
What, madam?
Section 31 you have written.
Yeah. Firstly, I wrote.
Goods with respect to goods forward and reverse you have written.
Yeah,
Only service is pending, right?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can I say you all will be able to complete total written revision of time of supply now in 15 minutes? So is that going good? 15 minutes and overall topic would get completed. So what would be the planners for the coming day? Early in the morning, I will be writing on the WhatsApp our group what topic you have to send me. Specifically in case of IDT, not in DT. In case of IDT, I will be, suppose I have given you schedule number 3, you have to write and send it to me. That means early morning, whenever you will be waking up, at least before 8. Ma'am, फिर भी उठाओगे? Yes, we have to. You have to wake up at the time of class. Why? Do not skip that time. Utilize that for IDT or any other subject. I'm not saying specifically IDT, but yes, I want before 8 a.m. that topic ka PDF you to be send it to me. So randomly I may give types of supply, I may give zero rated supply, comparison of zero rated, interstate, whatever it is. What it will be going to help you kaise? Because one time writing is 7 time learning. एक बार अगर तुमने लिख लिया, once you have written and that too without checking the book, so already I can say 60% is in long-term memory. That's not now rectification. So first of all, we will do that. Okay. Now what we will do in DT, I will be explaining in DT because now we are in a good position. Today we will complete NR taxation, international taxation completed. We will start question practice, question paper. I will be giving you as a target ki identify. I will explain in DT ki wo planner kaisa rahega. So this 6 days, even I am not there, but that doesn't mean I am not there. I will be there through WhatsApp and giving you targets, and that you have to complete whether DT, whether IDT. Okay, done. Chalo. So let us now start with. Later on, I will discuss the question. I am taking one more chapter that is so simple. Again, one day ka chapter. Ma'am, if I talk about the questions, only provisional assessment is important in that. And when registration will be there, 2-3 points are important. Other than that, till now, when GST was introduced in our ICI curriculum, until the date, questions are now not asked from this chapter. So are you getting the importance of this chapter? Would we left it? Not at all. Because whenever a tough paper is set, it is always C category. Chun ke they give questions from C category that you skip and you find here a paper pata hi nahi kahan se aaya. Are you getting? So either the paper is tough because it is from C category, or either the paper is tough because it is new adjustment but manageable. Are you getting? New adjustment but manageable. But when manage hota kyun nahi hai? Manage nahi hota because of that panic stage in 3 hours. That is why you are unable to manage. Okay? So let us start with again module number 3 pe we are going, and again in module number 3 it is assessment and audit. Ma'am, this assessment and audit, what we have also heard where DT may be there is assessment, DT may be there is audit, special audit. Okay, at least you would know little bit. If you have never ever done DT ka CA final ka DT, still at least you know assessment to pata hi sabko ki what is assessment. The charts that I am giving you, it is completely from study material. Okay, it is completely from what study material. But for our satisfaction, but for your satisfaction, again in this 6 days, one day target will be reading of audit and assessment from where study material. So that you will also find, ma'am, we have learned this in class and now we are reading it from the study material. Anything you find difficult or any point you find ki ma'am this is missing, or any point you find ki ye bhi humko include karna in the chart, that will help you with that. Okay? Chalo. So let us start with the very simple topic, that is assessment and audit. Ma'am, how many sections are there in this assessment and audit. So if I talk about the section of assessment and audit, only two sections, section number 65 and section number 66. Section number 65 and section number 66, only these two sections. Ma'am, this two section with respect to audit. Audit ke there are two sections, that is 65, and audit ka another section, that is section number 66. Ma'am, what about assessment? Assessment ke sections are from 59 to 64. 59 to 64 are the sections of the assessment. Ma'am, क्या होता है ये assessment? What do you mean by assessment? मेरे को नहीं आता. You will tell me what do you mean by assessment? I don't know. Go to the inter, CA inter. मैम वो छोड़ के आ गए तो हम पीछे पलट के देखते भी नहीं. Tell me what is assessment? You are coming for the job. Big Four ka job it is. And in the job, the interview is, tell me the meaning of assessment.
AO is checking whether there is any mistake or fraud or like something.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? Tell me. It is virtual. I cannot even beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AO has verified whatever we have filed written, ma'am.
AO verifies whatever is in written. I am talking about purely what is the. It is only यही होता है assessment कि बस AO बैठ के check कर रहा है. Is it only that? कि AO is doing checking. See, understand. FCA. अभी you are not FCA. Future वाला CA. Future वाला CA से you cannot expect that they cannot elaborate assessment. Only one point you will give. कि हमारा AO is sitting and first of all this is GST. यहाँ पे AO नहीं है.
Assessment means computation of tax liability.
In
Either
order
by
to calculate tax
self-assessment.
liability. ठीक है. Assessment is calculation of tax liability. Second point. Create BCom answers. Create करो.
Making a judgment about
कहाँ से देखा?
already.
Already. Are you checking from somewhere?
No, ma'am.
तुम बताओ.
Regularly we are going income tax departments.
And then
Sure.
who you are sitting silently? और बोलो, elaborate. Elaboration needed. अरे assessment. Simply if I say कि write a note on assessment. तो assessment is for tax liability. Assessment के types you can say. Self-assessment, provisional assessment, assessment के types हैं. Assessment में when already assessee has given an AO is checking, that is not assessment, that is self-assessment हम कर रहे हैं और वो checking कर रहा है. Self-assessment कब होता है? जब तुम खुद you yourself calculate your tax liability, that is self-assessment. And that is a verification AO is doing. He is not doing assessment. That is just a verification of your self-assessment. You know the meaning. तुम्हें शायद मीनिंग पता होगा असेसमेंट का, बट मैम क्या है ना वो शब्द नहीं मिल रहे. फीलिंग्स तो पता है हमको, बट वी आर नॉट गेटिंग द वर्ड्स कि एक्सप्रेस कैसे करें. चलो इधर आओ. असेसमेंट सिंपली असेसमेंट इज डन फॉर द कैलकुलेशन ऑफ टैक्स लायबिलिटी. Suppose my tax liability is coming to be nil. Can I say it is an assessment? We are not saying कि assessment होगा तो that means 100% there would be tax liability. Even a nil tax liability would also be an assessment. Ma'am, assessment is self-assessment, reassessment, summary assessment, provisional assessment, best judgment assessment, assessing your tax liability, and these are the variety of assessments. ठीक है? अब what is important, ma'am? Now, as I am saying कि there are types of assessment, so we have to understand these assessments only. सबसे पहला, the least important and most practical. Least important for my CA final and most practical because every registered person is doing the self-assessment. Ma'am, can I write यहाँ पे taxable person? No, not at all possible. Until you are a registered person, you would not be liable to file this return. because only a registered person files the return. Registered person है सिर्फ तुम्हारा registered person क्या करता है, return file करता है, and if you are not a registered person, self assessment नहीं होता है. Understood? Then is there anything ma'am that you need to explain in self assessment? नहीं, काम का नहीं है. You also know कि institute would not be asking कि what is self assessment. What is important? This सबसे ज्यादा important, that is your provisional assessment. पूरा ध्यान अभी तक. मैम व्हाट इज प्रोविजनल असेसमेंट? देखो एक चीज बताओ, टैक्स वी कैलकुलेट, हमको टैक्स कैलकुलेट करना है तो आइदर आई नीड वैल्यू, वैल्यू तो चाहिए, उस वैल्यू के ऊपर आई विल अप्लाई द जीएसटी का रेट, और वैल्यू तो है, आई हैव वैल्यू बट आई डोंट हैव द एग्जैक्ट रेट की व्हाट वुड बी द रेट ऑफ टैक्स. So that means either you would be confused in the value or you would be confused in the rate. Either value will not be available or rate would not be available or both not available. ये भी हो सकता है. That means in order to pay tax only two things are needed, that is value and rate, and I am confused, either value is not there, rate is not there, both is not there. So how can I pay tax liability? Why? Because ma'am, assessment is nothing but calculation of tax liability. When I don't have any of them or both of them, ma'am, liability calculation cannot be done. So what we should do? So taxable person will furnish an application. Now taxable person will furnish an application along with the reason for tax payment on provisional basis and document in support of it. अब लिखा तो क्लियर है कि who should furnish the application? Taxable person will give the application with document with reason. So application, document and reason. Now my question is, suppose in case of a person liable to pay tax, liable to pay tax I am saying means यहाँ पे taxable person also included. So ma'am, suppose the person is liable to pay the tax, however confused with the rate of what? GST. However confused with the rate of GST. Now jurisdictional officer allows him suo moto. Jurisdictional officer allows him suo moto that for the time being apply 18% ka tax rate, and when final assessment will be done, you have to pay accordingly. Valid, invalid?
Valid.
Valid.
Valid, ma'am.
Everyone valid? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the mistake you are doing now? Only picking the words. कि provisional है मैम तो allow तो करेंगे नहीं. Have I said कि application made by the person? Application की person ने? नहीं. I am saying suo moto he is allowing, and इधर आओ वापस से, यहाँ पे condition क्या है? Taxable person will furnish the application. In GST, in your GST, there is nothing like suo moto. GST में suo moto नहीं है. It is in DT. DT में provisional assessment if there, वहाँ पे suo moto का concept applicable. तो यहाँ पे the taxable person has to furnish the application. He has to give the reason. He has to give the documents. Why all these things are given? Reason, document, application to prove कि actually rate applicable नहीं है या not available, value unable to calculate. Therefore, the person has to prove कि actually it is in need of, he is in, she is in need of what? Provisional assessment. So can I say suo moto? My proper officer will not allow suo moto. First application need to be there, then only he will allow. So this is the interpretation number 1 with respect to my provisional assessment. Write down provisional assessment. Write down provisional assessment. Proper officer, pointers only, important pointers we are writing. Proper officer cannot allow suo moto. Proper officer cannot allow suo moto provisional assessment. comma, application by taxable person needed. Application by the taxable person needed. Done? Chalo. So ma'am, all the documents, whatever electronically possible, whatever facilitation centers are there, we have given the application. Ma'am, this proper officer, if needed, he will issue a notice. अभी फिर से language समझो. Whatever we have understood right now, उसी को तो support करता है. Proper officer, if required, can issue notice on receipt of application. Once he will receive the application, then only if he want, he can issue notice कि I want additional documents. So only provisional के case में first of all application need to be there. Application के बाद if he needs additional information के लिए he may issue the notice to the that person. Now all the additional documents, all the information, whatever needed, the person has provided. Now if satisfied, this proper officer will issue order that allows to pay under provisional basis. Provisional basis पे they can pay, and या तो value provisional he will be telling or rate he will be telling कि provisional rate is this, or both not available, तो value and rate both provisional basis का क्या है he will be telling. इसने में कुछ problem? I don't think so. And is it important इतना area that I have done? No, it is not important. The question cannot be asked from here to here, but वो question suo motu वाला was important. Now when they allow you, yes, you can do provisional assessment and this is the provisional value, that is the provisional grade, अब भी ये important. They want a bond to be executed. Why ma'am bond क्यों? अरे suppose actually 28% is the rate. Actual में rate कितना है? 28% after final assessment. But before that, we were not having the rates available. हमारे पास rate available नहीं था. तो suppose we said कि okay, right now pay at 5%. अभी 5% GST pay कर दो. Now obviously I want a bond ना, कि submit a bond कि on final assessment whatever will be the difference you will be paying. अब वो हाँ बोलने से कुछ नहीं होता. We want a bond. What we want, a bond to be executed that you will pay the remaining amount, the difference of amount, and also not that security amount we need. कितना security amount? Whatever is the value of bond, at least उसका कितना चाहिए? At least I'm saying, at least उसका कितना चाहिए? 25% amount covered. Again repeating, whatever is the amount of bond, I am saying at least उसका कितना चाहिए? 25%. चलो बता दो, at least is correct or not? At least 25% correct or not?
Yes.
कहाँ है? तुम सब नहीं, do like this. जोर से.
As of now, maximum 25% is only he has to pay.
Maximum they have written not exceeding. करो करो, जोर से. Abdul, what is this? Yeah. Jaya, करो. कार्तिक, you too. नायडू, मारो. Beat up, ऐसे जोर से. अरे at least का मतलब at least 25% तो needed. उसके अबाव भी चलता है. Again and again I was repeating, I am saying at least, I am saying at least. हाँ मैम बोलो ना, we are accepting that you are saying at least. अरे देखो तो सही वहाँ क्या लिखा है? Not exceeding 25%. That means what you need? Either 25 or less than 25. At most I can say, यहाँ पे at most आएगा. You cannot use at least here. और समझ लो, in your exam you are writing at least 25% needed. Answer will be wrong क्योंकि at least changes the meaning. यहाँ पे at most लिखा है, यहाँ पे at most 25 or less than 25 needed. यहाँ पे bar is 25. So if you are misplacing these words na, at least, up to, even in case of your imprisonments, इवन इन केस ऑफ पेनल्टी, अगर पेनल्टी अप टू लिखा है, एटलीस्ट लिखा है और एग्जैक्ट 25,000 लिखा है, वट एवर द पेनल्टी इज रिटन, उसको फोकस करो कि इज इट मोर देन, इज इट इक्वल टू, इज इट एग्जैक्ट, क्या लिखा हुआ है, देयरफॉर यू लूज योर मार्क्स. सो दिस इज पॉइंट नंबर 1. एक तो एप्लीकेशन नीडेड, सेकेंड इज कितना बॉन्ड, वट एवर इज द बॉन्ड वैल्यू, एटलीस्ट नहीं मैम 25% और लेस, कितना, दैट मीन्स नॉट एक्सीडिंग 25% का सिक्योरिटी ऑल्सो नीडेड. चल गया, इसमें हो गया. तो ये जो सिक्योरिटी अमाउंट है ना, वेदर इट इज CGST, SGST पेबल, वेदर IGST पेबल, हो सकता है ना अभी वी आर कंसिडरिंग इट एज इंटरस्टेट सप्लाई, लेटर ऑन इट इज प्रूव्ड नो इट वाज इंट्रास्टेट, कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो इंट्रास्टेट में भी तो रेट विल चेंज. राइट नाउ अप्लाइंग IGST, देन इट विल बी CGST, SGST, तो भी तो रेट चेंज होगा ना. नाउ so amount includes CGST, SGST, UT, GST and cess. Everything will be included. ठीक है? Now, bond furnished under CGST, SGST deemed to be bond furnished under the provision of that. अगर CGST bond is there, तो same is for IGST. ऐसा नहीं कि individually we want कि CGST का bond different, SGST का different, IGST का एक single bond is okay. Is it important? No. तो two things are important. My amount, ma'am, क्यों amount important है? MCQ. This is for the purpose of MCQ. चलो ma'am, this also happened. अब what will happen? Now we will go to the finalization of provision. Now what? जो भी है, finalization will be done. तो suppose ma'am on finalization my tax liability is greater. Whatever I have paid, उससे भी ज़्यादा my liability is going to be. Important नहीं, very 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 important. Why मैम इतना very क्यों? इतना very इसलिए at least one question they frame for calculation of interest, whether it is custom का duty drawback, whether it is custom में provisional assessment, whether it is your provisional assessment in GST. एक तो क्वेश्चन, एटलीस्ट वन क्वेश्चन टिल एवरी एग्जाम आई हैव सीन टिल नाउ, वेदर इन MCQ, वेदर इन योर डिस्क्रिप्टिव, 3 to 4 मार्क्स का इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन का क्वेश्चन ऑलवेज फाइंड, यू विल ऑलवेज फाउंड. तो दैट मीन्स मैम इज इट इम्पोर्टेंट? बोला ना, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वी हैव टू लर्न कब से इंटरेस्ट लगेगा एंड एट व्हाट रेट इंटरेस्ट विल बी एप्लीकेबल. ठीक है. सो अगेन थर्ड क्वेश्चन दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इन प्रोविजनल इज, if your tax liability on final assessment greater than the provisional, in such a case you have to pay interest कितना? 18%. कहाँ से मैम? Obviously date जब originally you were required, suppose on 1st of April we entered into provisional assessment and it was needed. कब needed था? Suppose on 20th of February it was needed to pay tax. That was my date कि मुझे 20th February को tax pay करना था originally. Originally suppose I was required to pay on this date and provisional assessment got completed. Suppose कब complete हुआ? May में complete हुआ. So from here February till May, when you will be paying, not finalization, whenever you will pay, उस दिन तक you will be required to pay the interest. So it will start from where date it has been due and मैम कब तक interest लगेगा? जब तक you do the actual payment. ठीक है मैम. Now reverse is also possible. Suppose on my final assessment liability coming less and I have paid more. Liability is less but I have paid more. So chapter of refund will start. Which chapter will start? Chapter of refund. And it is written in the chapter of return कि once you file application for refund, ध्यान से सुनना, I am telling one concept of refund chapter कि once you file application of refund, within 60 days every procedure should get completed. कितने दिन में? Entire 60 days में the procedure should get completed and disbursement should get completed. मतलब जो तुम्हारा फंड है, फंड का डिसबर्समेंट शुड आल्सो गेट कंप्लीटेड. तो क्या टाइम प्रोसीजर दिया है? 60 days. बट मैम 60 days elapsed. I am not getting my refund till now. Now government has to give me tax interest. Yes, now government will give you interest. But in my case, if I failed to pay tax on time, Why? Because of my provisional assessment. मेरा क्या था? Provisional assessment था. ठीक है. तो suppose ma'am, this is the date when I entered into provisional assessment, as you told. कि this is the date when you will enter into provisional assessment. This was the actual time you were required to pay. 28th February was the actual time you were required to pay your taxes. Suppose ma'am, my provisional finalization done in May, and suppose for the time being finalization done in May and I made payment. When I made payment? July में. ठीक है. तो ma'am, in this case you said कि you have to pay the interest at the rate of कितना at the rate of
18%.
18%.
कहाँ से मैम? इधर से. इतना you have to pay. ठीक है. But ma'am, when it is refund का provision, suppose you applied for the refund. Why? Because additional you have paid and now you want refund. तुमने additional pay कर दिया, but now you want refund. तो वो बोलते हैं कि suppose you applied, कब apply किया तुमने? Suppose you applied on 1st May. तो they say कि 60 days में तो procedure should get completed. We need 60 days for the procedure. तो can I say May, June, 60 days done? 30 June तक 60 days done. So they are saying if we fail to provide you refund within 60 days, we fail to provide you return within this 60 days, तब तो कोई interest नहीं है. ये 60 days तक तुम्हें कोई interest नहीं मिलेगा. You will not get any interest. But once we cross what? 60 days. यहाँ से till the date of payment your interest will start. Is it fair? I don't think so it is fair, because तुमने ले तो पहले ही लिया. तुमने क्या किया? अभी ये भी समझो कि this is the date I'm applying for refund, but might be ना on this 20th February only I would have paid. हो सकता है, या फिर चलो 20th February को I was liable, but I entered on 1st April for the provisional assessment, and according to provisional assessment they ordered me to pay, so I have paid on 1st of May. तो यहाँ बोल क्या रहा है? You will get, but not from the date of what? Not from the date जब you have applied, जब you have paid. हमारे 60 days निकलने दो. After the elapse of that 60 days, from 61st day, you will get refund. Now what would be the rate of refund? 6%. है? लेते time 18%, देते time 6%. This is government. ठीक है? हमारा पैसा पैसा, तुम्हारा पैसा भी हमारा पैसा. Are you getting? So this is what they will get, but do not write 6% right now. क्यों? We have something in refund that we will check. अभी के लिए don't write. But yes, you should understand one thing कि interest देते वक्त is less. When they are giving interest, that is less. When they are charging interest, 3 times almost. Almost 6 3s are very good. Without calculator.
30.
Yeah. Without calculator. कितने तेजस्वी बच्चे हैं यार. चलो. Now ma'am, suppose whatever लेना देना was done. We have paid, they have paid, whatever it is. Now I want release of my security. That security 25% का I have given. I want to release my security. So when PO will get that yes, you have done the payment, he will get an assurance. Yes, payment is done by you. So what you have to do? वो खुद आके release नहीं करेगा तुम्हारी security. He will issue order under 7 working days from date of receipt of application. Again apply. कि please release my security. Even you have देखो, provisional assessment done, ma'am. Yes. Now you have to go to PO, PLO. This is the receipt. This is the receipt that I have paid all the taxes. Now give me what? Now give me NOC. NOC means no dues I have. So that means within 7 working days he will release your security. Now I want to know a difference. 7 days, 7 working days. What is the difference between 7 days mein he will give you the release of security, and what is 7 working days mein he will release the security?
7
and
days
working
Office
days,
including
holidays
holidays
are
holiday,
are not
exempt.
7
calculated.
working days excluding holiday like Sunday.
Only Sunday,
No,
Public
public
Government
holidays,
holidays
holiday.
also
public,
included.
public
All
holidays.
holidays.
public holiday, Sunday, only that. Only Sunday and public holiday.
No, Sunday is not public holiday.
So we should not
Right.
exclude Sunday, right?
But Sunday is
Government holiday
excluded,
because Saturday is also included in government holiday.
आप बोलना क्या चाहते हो? वर्किंग डेज का मतलब समझा दो तुम मुझे. तुम छुट्टियां तो छोड़ो, लीव दैट हॉलीडेज, कीप इट असाइड. नाउ टेल मी व्हाट इज वर्किंग डेज एंड डेज.
GST ऑफिशियल डेट्स ना, जो भी GST डिपार्टमेंट काम करता है वही वर्किंग डेज है ना.
ये देखो, शर्मा ही गया वो तो. So it is nothing, working days, simple. If Sunday ko there is no working, so how can you call it working days? If strike is going on, 7 days no work, and bank में generally strike होती है. So if no working, that means that is not working days. तो जब उनका working होगा ना, when they would be having working days, after that 7 working days, within 7 working days, they will release your security. Suppose ma'am, I applied on, कब अप्लाई किया हमने? Let's say हमने अप्लाई किया today. आज क्या डेट है? 24 दिसंबर को we applied. And you know corona cases are again on peak. ठीक है मैम, लॉकडाउन, ओहो 15 days का लॉकडाउन is there. So is it working days? So it is not public holiday. It is not your only Sunday. भाई Sunday public holiday नहीं होता है. When you have no working, that is no working day. So that is only, they are saying working days hai, so within working days we will issue your securities. Understood that word? Now what do you mean by days? 7 days. Now what do you mean by 7 days?
Normal Monday to Sunday like.
हाँ, normally whether working hai or whether there is no working. We said now once you applied within 7 days you will get. तो मतलब कमिटमेंट कर दी तो खुद की भी नहीं सुनेंगे. It is working or no working, we will release it. Are you getting? So that is 7 days. अब what mistake you generally do? जहाँ पे working लिखा है normally लिख के आ रहे 7 days, and then we complain, ma'am, this is entirely correct. Why my marks are getting deducted? So are you noticing those minute छोटे-छोटे से difference? जहाँ लिखना है working days वहाँ लिख के आ रहे days, and अरे पक्का 4 marks. Are you getting? चलो. So it is what 7 working days. मैम चलो finalization करें. कितने टाइम में करना है? 6 months from the date of communication of order. 6 months from the date of communication of order. मैम क्वेश्चन फ्रेम कर लें? चलो कर लेते हैं. 1st of April को you applied for provisional assessment. ठीक है, 1st of April को you applied कि I have given this application, I want कि I don't know the value, I want provisional assessment. Then on 28th of April they say okay, you can enter into provisional assessment and this will be the value. ठीक है. Now this is written 28th को they have written. वहां पे कहाँ पे ऑफिस में just typing चल रही है 28th April को. Then this thing got communicated to you on 3rd of May. कि actually you received कि this is that, क्या बोलते हैं, तुम्हारा order है, that got communicated to you on 3rd of February. तो 1st April को you applied. 28th को they were typing and signing, all the official work were going on, but sign हो गया. Proper officer sign कि done. Then 3rd को communicated to you. So 6 months from the date of communication of order. So it is not when they are signing, it is not when you have applied, it is when they have communicated it to you. Now suppose communication done in office and after 7 days you receive that letter. So it is not survey. Serve नहीं करना है तुमको. Just communication. Once communicated to you, 6 months will start from there only. So 6 months from date of communication of order. Are they writing from the date of receipt of order? It is from the date of communication of order. Understood? तो मैम अभी ये सिर्फ प्रोविजनल असेसमेंट ही चल रहा है बिकॉज आई सेड ना ओनली वन इज इम्पोर्टेंट, मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट प्रोविजनल. प्रोविजनल में एप्लीकेशन नीडेड, प्रोविजनल में 25% और लेस सिक्योरिटी अमाउंट नीडेड. मैम प्रोविजनल में समथिंग वाज देयर ना, क्या इंटरेस्ट था 18%. मैम रिफंड का प्रोविजन प्रोविजनल में. मैम विद इन 7 वर्किंग डेज रिलीज ऑफ सिक्योरिटी. मैम कंप्लीशन फाइनलाइजेशन 6 months from the date of communication of the order. Ma'am, any extension possible? Of course. There are extension if sufficient reason, etc. My joint commissioner and additional commissioner will give 6 month ka extension. And what is this? Up to 4 years. Can I say more than 4 years? Nahi. Up to. It could be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, but not 5, 6, 7. So commissioner above this, इसके ऊपर का कमिश्नर अप टू 4 years का क्या दे सकता है एक्सटेंशन. MCQ. If you want 3 years का extension in provisional assessment, apply to joint commissioner, B additional commissioner, C assistant commissioner, D chief commissioner. Are you getting? तो ये भी हो सकता है. या फिर you have applied to what? This joint commissioner. You have applied to joint commissioner for the purpose of extension. Which extension is not possible? So one is given is 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, and another given is 3 years. So what is not possible? 3 years. क्योंकि उसके पास power है up to 6 months. So they can twist like this the MCQ. ठीक है? Ma'am, have we done with provisional now? Now provisional complete. अभी provisional complete हुआ. So provisional is important. Provisional assessment, either you don't know the value, either you don't know the rate, and for that you apply to the proper officer. Proper officer, if want additional information, he may issue the notice, and after issue of notice, I have given all the documents, all the information. If satisfied, he will give an order. Okay, this will be the value or this will be the rate for your provisional purpose. And he would want me to sign a bond, and whatever is the value of bond, a maximum 25% I have to give the security. Ma'am, after finalization, 6 months from the date of communication of order. Finalization done. My tax liability is more. So from the date, original due date, you have to pay till the date of payment 18% ka interest. But ma'am, it is opposite. I want refund. You have to apply for refund. वो eventually ऐसे ही आके नहीं देंगे. Again, refund के लिए भी you have to apply. Where I will find this concept in the chapter of refund that you have to apply for the refund. Ma'am, we have applied for the refund, and within 60 days I did not got the refund. Then after 61 days till the date they will give you the interest that is also less. Ma'am, suppose all this payment ka procedure done. I want release of my security. Again, you have to apply. Please release my security. Then within 7 days, then they will within 7 days release it.
7 working days.
7 working
Working days.
पता है ना? 7 working days में then we will release it. चलो मैम 7 working days में we have released it. क्या यहाँ पे खत्म हो गया? मैम वो कुछ था ना extension वाला point. हाँ. 8 months का extension might be given by joint commissioner and additional
6
commissioner.
months.
6 months.
6 months.
And 5 years का extension will be given by commissioner.
Up to 4 years.
Up to
4 years. Up to 4
Maximum
years.
of 4 years.
provisional assessment. Ma'am, what is this scrutiny? ये तो I know. क्या कहाँ से पता है? वही अपना DT scrutiny. Randomly, if they find they have some criteria, on the basis of criteria, if they find कि your return should get scrutinized, so they will do what? Scrutiny of the return. कौन select करेगा? अरे they मतलब proper officer. Proper officer may select the return filed by registered person. Remember one thing. Return filing could be done only by a registered person, not by taxable person. The person who is not yet registered, he does not have registration number. अरे जब registration number you do not have, you cannot file return. So remember कहाँ पे you have to use registered person word and where you should use taxable person. बी वेरी कॉशियस। कैसे मैम? हियर रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन रिटर्न, और आ जाओ यहाँ पे टैक्सेबल पर्सन। मैम अथॉरिटी ऑफ एडवांस रूलिंग में आई डोंट नो वेदर आई शुड गेट रजिस्टर्ड और नॉट, आई डोंट नो माई रेट, इवन आई कैन गो टू अथॉरिटी ऑफ एडवांस रूलिंग, बट अगर मेरे को रेट नहीं पता तो इवन आई कैन अप्लाई फॉर प्रोविजनल असेसमेंट बिकॉज आई एम अ टैक्सेबल पर्सन लाइबल टू गेट रजिस्टर, मुझे पे करना है बट आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट द रेट। So are you getting कहाँ taxable person you should write and where you should write registered person? Be cautious. If I talk about checker, being very honest with you, I don't know कि checker will be going into that depth or not. मुझे भी नहीं पता। क्यों? क्योंकि मुझे ये नहीं पता कि the person who is checking that paper he knows GST or not. वो तो अपने को भी नहीं पता। But why to take a chance? If we are getting some knowledge, तो 100% लेके देखते हैं ना जितना होता है, उसके बाद क्या होगा? एटलीस्ट 60% तो हम लोग क्या कर पाएंगे, उसको शो कर पाएंगे ना कॉपी में, तो उतना ही बहुत है। बिकॉज ऑनेस्टली आई डोंट नो, एसएफएम की चेकिंग के बाद तो आई डोंट नो एनी। ठीक है, लास्ट अटेम्प्ट की ऑल नो कि एसएफएम की चेकिंग वाज व्हाट द चेकिंग। ऐसी चेकिंग हो जाए तो बात ही खत्म हो जाए, सीए का कोर्स ही खत्म हो जाएगा अगर इस तरह की चेकिंग हुई। ऑल्दो मैं हमेशा स्टूडेंट्स को ये every time I say 25% अगर mistake of ICI तो 75% तो still mistake of student, so you cannot blame for your result only ICI. कभी कभार they do, but what about your 75% when you are writing all these blunders, when you are unable to attempt your 100 marks का paper, when you are unable to present properly, बहुत सारे mistakes हैं। Language twisting, whatever language you write, you think कि सब सही है, but actually might be that is not correct. So focus on your 75%. अपने 75% को improve करो, rather than improving something जो almost ठीक है dash 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 है, possible ही नहीं है मुझे लगता है। ठीक है, और अभी तक तो नहीं है, because now what they said, whatever suggestion you have, we will incorporate in new course. तो क्या old course वाले क्या करें? उन्होंने पाप की। Are you getting? उनकी क्या गलती भाई, मतलब वो न्यू कोर्स में इनकॉर्पोरेट करेंगे तो अभी तुम जो अटेम्प्ट दे रहे हो ना, बिकॉज यू आर नाउ गोइंग टू बी एन ओल्ड कोर्स स्टूडेंट, तुम साइलेंस ही रखना अच्छा है। ठीक है, तो दिस इज आवर प्रोफेशनल बॉडी, कुछ जगह बहुत अच्छी है, कंपैरिजन नहीं है, बट जहाँ कुछ जगह है वो कुछ जगह ही है। ठीक है, चलो। सो अगेन कमिंग टू द स्क्रूटनी कौन सिलेक्ट करेगा? रिटर्न विल बी सिलेक्टेड बाय माय प्रॉपर ऑफिसर। ठीक है, तो माय प्रॉपर ऑफिसर सिलेक्टेड द रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन का रिटर्न फॉर वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ करेक्टनेस। नाउ आर यू नोटिसिंग, तुम क्या बोल रहे थे मुझे? यू वर सेइंग कि मैम असेसमेंट मींस प्रॉपर ऑफिसर विल बी चेकिंग, तो यू वर टेलिंग स्पेसिफिकली स्क्रूटनी, वेरिफिकेशन तुम बता रहे थे, यू आर नॉट टेलिंग मी द असेसमेंट का मीनिंग। Ma'am, suppose some discrepancy have been found, so obviously he will give notice to whom? That person, informing ki bhai this is the discrepancy and I want explanation about that discrepancy. This notice to be given within 30 days from service of notice. This explanation should be given within 30 days from service of notice. Are they writing issue of notice? This is service of notice. Tell me the meaning of service of notice. Mike.
Date of receipt of the notice by SSC.
Date of receipt of notice. Akshay?
That should be physically furnished.
Physically received by the person. Are you trying to say that? Unable to hear. That na? Okay. My question. Suppose I am the proper officer. Okay. I have selected a return. I have checked verification वगैरह, all thing done with respect to the return, and I found the discrepancy. ठीक है, इतना सही है. I found the discrepancy. Now, first of all, I noticed, write down, I noticed the discrepancy on 10th May. 10th of May को I noticed what the discrepancy. 15th May को 15th May, the discrepancies are being typed in notice. 15th May ko they are typing discrepancies. May, the notice is signed. The notice is what? Signed by proper officer. Now 20th हो गया. Then 25th of May, notice issued. Notice given, sorry. Notice given to office boy. Then 30th May, notice is handover. Notice is handed over. Notice is handed over to post office. ठीक है. 1st June, notice left at house of the person. 1st June, notice left at the house of the person. 5th June, the person opened that notice. Done. Now tell me date of issue of notice and date of service of notice. Issue and service both you have to tell.
30th May service.
Issue date is
Issue date is 28th May.
28th.
Serving date is
When 28th?
First,
What was there in 28th May?
Issue.
नहीं अरे किया
it is
क्या?
signed by the PO.
When
signed
they
by
are
the
By the
signed.
proper officer.
Proper officer signed that. That is your issue date. Everyone, जब proper officer signed, that is issue date. Everyone 20 May. Then what is service date?
1st June.
1st June.
1st June.
That means when you left at the home.
30th
So service is correct. We are not concerned. उसने अगर receive
30th May is a issue date.
now 30th.
30th May.
Now what was there in 30th May को क्या हुआ था?
Hand over to
Handed
post
over to
office.
post office.
Handed over to post office. सबसे पहले सर्विस तो डन. सर्विस में कोई इशू नहीं है. घर पे रखा. We have left it the home. अब वो कब उसको उठा के पड़ेगा वो हमारा जिम्मेदारी नहीं है. उसने साइन कर दिया. When post office वाला person would have given to him, he has signed. That means served. ठीक है. उसका सर्विस हो गया. Now issue. मैम इशू कब होगा? When the proper officer signed the notice, or when handed over to my office boy, or when handed over by office boy to the post office वाला भैया. अरे तो इशू तो तब हुआ ना when you hand over to the post office. When you handed over to post office की इशू कर दो. Suppose I signed it. Sign करके तो मैंने अभी रख लिया. ये रखा हुआ. How can you say you have issued it? Sign करना is not equal to issue. When you handed it, you hand over it to the post office. वो issue date होता है. And you have MCQ in DT with respect to this issue of notice. Same type का MCQ you have in DT with respect to issue of notice, but institute can also ask here also. Because issue of notice तो दोनों जगह हो सकता है. Understood? So it is when you hand over to a person कि जाओ और deliver the notice. That is the date when you actually issue the notice. ठीक है? Now suppose when post वाला भैया goes after 4 days, that doesn't matter. When I have handed over, that is the matter. ठीक है? तो what was the important meaning? सिर्फ यहाँ पे service of notice लिखा है, but we have also understood issue of notice. Ma'am, suppose whatever explanation etc. has given up, I am not satisfied with that except whatever explanation he has given. or the explanation are not satisfactory, तो अब होगा क्या? If the explanations are not satisfactory or I do not accept what he is saying, so these are the recourses. Either your audit, अभी किया ना 65, 66 two sections of audit. Either your audit, either inspection, either we will initiate proceedings for the recovery, direct demand and recovery provision. 73, 74 is your demand and recovery chapter. This is again important कि in case of scrutiny, what are the recourses? Audit, special audit done, inspection, search and seizure भी करवा सकते हैं, okay, or demand and recovery proceedings can be initiated. So 4 recourse in case of your scrutiny. Understood? This complete my scrutiny also. What was important in scrutiny? 30 days may you have to give explanation. 30 days from service of notice. That means scrutiny notice to be served. Issue nahi karna hai. That need to be served. But remember, issue notice when proper officer want additional information in case of my provisional assessment. वहां पे वो notice issue करता है. In case of scrutiny, it is not issue of notice. First, the notice should be served, and after the service of notice within 30 days, give us the explanation. Arey, MCQ could be asked on this also. Date of service has been given, and now the person is giving explanation on this date. So what is the date up to which he can give the explanation? Count 30 days. Understood? So this we have done with scrutiny. This is the first time I'm telling you, the first time I'm going ultra slow with this chapter. Otherwise, in 1 hour, we generally complete the chapter. I don't know why, but this is the first time we are going so slow. But otherwise, it is very easy. Ma'am, अभी के लिए 62 को छोड़ते हैं, पहले we go to 63. Assessment of unregistered person. Assessment of unregistered person. Yes. Now you are unregistered person. Still तुम्हारा assessment होगा. मैम क्यों ऐसा कैसे? सबसे पहले where taxable person. क्या word लिखा? You are taxable but अभी तक registration नहीं लिया. You were liable to get registered but yet not registered. So you are unregistered ना अभी तो. Or you are registered but your registration cancelled. तो भी तुम unregistered हो गए. तो assessment तो needed ना. Even if we cancel your registration, तब भी assessment is needed. Or you are liable to get registered but not getting registered, तब भी तो assessment needed. Are you getting? So now, ma'am, सबसे पहले you were liable to get registered but you failed to get registration. That is why unregistered person means when we will do assessment of an unregistered person, reason number 1, you were liable to get registered but failed to get registration. Ma'am, registration is cancelled. So you were registered, but your registration cancelled. क्यों? Because either contravention of the law. कहीं पे भी तुमने GST Act में क्या किया contravention? या फिर you are registered under section 10. This is important. मैम वो section 10 क्या है? You are registered under section 10. What is section number 10?
Composition scheme.
Composition scheme. याद है? Time of supply में just discussion of composition scheme done. So if you are registered under composition scheme and consecutive three tax period, ठीक है? And if you are not registered under section 10, that means normal person you are, and you have not furnished return for continuous 6 months. अभी मेरे को कुछ बताना है. So can I say if you are a composition wala person, you are registered as a composition person, failed to give return, failed to file return for consecutive 3 tax period. Wordings. Naidu idhar dhyan. Tax period. It is about tax period. Consecutive 3 tax period tak you failed to file the return. But when it is your normal person registration, you failed to file the return for consecutive 6 months. कुछ तो difference है यहाँ लिखने में. एक जगह लिख रहे हैं consecutive 6 months. So why they are writing 3 consecutive period in case of composition?
Composition quarterly wise we are filing.
Composition
वहाँ भी तो
quarterly
directly
होता है.
Quarterly filing.
पूछूंगी तब बोलना रुको. वहाँ भी तो directly लिख सकते थे ना कि there they can also write. But वहाँ tax period क्यों लिखा? तो answer you already know. क्या बोलो?
पोजीशन आगे क्वार्टर
Composition
Under
return
composition
quarterly.
quarterly taxes paid.
कंपोजिशन को रिटर्न क्वार्टरली पे करना होता है. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड, दिस इज नॉट द एक्चुअल रीजन. रीजन ये नहीं है. इफ दे स्पेसिफिकली राइट 3 कंसेक्यूटिव क्वार्टर पीरियड्स, तो वो तो फिक्स हो गया ना क्वार्टर. अब कभी अमेंडमेंट करना है, सपोज दे वांट टू मेक 6 मंथ, तो 6 मंथ नहीं कर सकते. नाउ टैक्स पीरियड का डेफिनेशन इफ दे चेंज तो सब सही हो जाएगा. बट अगर दे स्पेसिफिकली राइट क्वार्टर 3 कंसेक्यूटिव क्वार्टर्स, तो वो गलत हो जाएगा ना. फिर तो क्वार्टर चेंज करने के लिए एक्ट में यू नीड टू डू द चेंजेस. बट राइट नाउ only change the definition of tax period ki for composition dealer tax period suppose would be 6 months. So are you getting? That is the reason. क्योंकि composition keeps on changing. But मैम ऐसा तो हमारे रेगुलर में भी हो सकता है, नहीं हो सकता. रेगुलर कंपल्सरी मंथली फाइल करेगा, उसको काय का. तो रेगुलर वाला नॉर्मल पर्सन विल रेगुलरली एवरी मंथ ही हैज टू फाइल द रिटर्न्स. तो उधर तो कोई अमेंडमेंट नीडेड ही नहीं है. बट अमेंडमेंट keeps on happening where in composition dealer. Understanding the reason of writing tax period? बोलो हाँ कि ना, yes or no. ठीक है. So, ma'am, what are the reasons I'm unregistered? Because तुमने 3 consecutive tax period तक return file नहीं किया. Because you are normal person but continuous 6 months. Ma'am, first month filed, 2-3 months not filed, 4-5 filed, 6 months not filed. Am I an unregistered? Continuous 6 months. First month not filed, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Now you get unregistered. Ma'am, suppose we are not filing. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Registration file, return file नहीं कर रहे. Just 6 month का return file. Still you are not unregistered because the word is continuous 6 month. Word क्या है? Continuous 6 month. Ma'am, I have obtained voluntary registration. Voluntary registration you obtained but failed to commence business within 6 months from date of registration. So 6 months from the date of registration, voluntary registration भी लिया. पता है? A very deep logic is there. इसका ना बहुत deep logic है कि you take voluntary registration and instead of taking खुद अपनी इच्छा से I have taken registration and not file and not commence business within 6 months. There is the reason because of which e-invoice का concept came. ये सारे कुछ reasons हैं जिसकी वजह से e-invoice concept came into existence. But अभी वो reason I am not declaring क्योंकि सब कहाँ करेंगे वो e-invoice में. ठीक है. But remember one thing. ये जो तुम्हारा बोल रहे हैं ना, if you fail to file return within 6 months, if you have even taken voluntary registration but business not commenced in 6 months, both have a direct and very important link to your e-invoice. ठीक है. But अभी उसको need नहीं है, तो we are not discussing. So ma'am, when can I say कि I'm unregistered person, liable to register, fail to get registration? Already registered but registration cancelled because of contravention to the provision of the act. You failed to file return for 6 months because you were normal. Continuous 6 months, ma'am. You cannot even write 6 months. Continuous 6 months you are not filing the return. Ma'am, I'm composition wala person. Consecutive 3 tax period you are not filing return. Ma'am, one more. Fraud, misrepresentation of the facts. I have taken registration. You are now unregistered. ठीक है. So all these things make you unregistered and that voluntary registration वाला point, that means now you are unregistered. और अभी तो तुम्हारा क्या होगा? Assessment will be done. We will do what? We will do your assessment as per best judgment. To the best of our knowledge, what we could do, हम लोग क्या करेंगे? Best judgment assessment करेंगे. And before starting, we will issue a notice. 15 days तुमको देंगे to give the reason that why we should not do your best judgment assessment. So can I say best judgment का one of the reason is ये सब, because due to this your registration will cancel, and when your registration will cancel you would be liable to best judgment. तो ये reasons भी तो हो गए तुम्हारे सारे best judgment के, because यही तो वो reason है जो registration cancel करेगा, and registration cancel करेगा तो automatically best judgment assessment. अभी तक क्या किया? सेल्फ असेसमेंट हटा दो, प्रोविजनल असेसमेंट scrutiny and assessment of an unregistered person. ठीक है, अब क्या बचा? सिंपल सा छोटा सा एक पॉइंट. This is summary assessment. Summary assessment means this you can relate to revision. कहाँ का रिविजन मैम? वो डीटी में देयर इज ना अपील्स एंड रिविजन. रिविजन के कॉन्सेप्ट से क्या कॉन्सेप्ट कैसा है वो मैं आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन व्हाई वी कैन लिंक टू प्रोटेक्ट द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ रेवेन्यू बिकॉज एन ऑर्डर हैज बीन पास्ड that is not in the interest of revenue. Therefore, to protect the interest of revenue, can I say prejudicial to the interest of revenue? Revision, if you have done DT का, वहाँ पे है, if it is prejudicial to the interest of revenue, तो यहाँ पे भी क्या लिखा है? To protect the interest of revenue. Previously, you have to take permission from Joint Commissioner and quickly summary assessment will start. मैम क्यों quickly? Wait करना will be difficult. If we wait for starting the assessment for all those scrutiny, etc., it could be prejudicial to the interest of revenue. Wait नहीं कर सकते. So therefore, when you cannot wait, जब आप wait नहीं कर सकते तो क्या बोल रहा है? In case of ma'am summary assessment, to protect the interest of revenue, previous permission of additional and joint commissioner compulsory. This you have to learn. Before summary assessment, you have to take permission of joint commissioner or assistant commissioner. When PO has evidence, क्या evidence है कि taxable person has liability and sufficient ground that this should be passed, we have to do summary assessment to protect interest of revenue. तब तुम क्या करते हो? summary assessment. Ma'am, can we withdraw summary assessment? Suppose an order of summary assessment already passed. क्या withdraw कर सकते हैं? Yes. The person that is proper officer suo motu एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं कि नो इट वाज अ मिस्टेक, तो वी कैन कैंसिल योर समरी असेसमेंट एंड नॉर्मल 73 74 दे कैन डू. मैम अगेन व्हाट इज 73 74? डिमांड इन रिकवरी. डिमांड इन रिकवरी दे कैन डू. मैम नाउ टैक्सेबल पर्सन हैज मेक एन एप्लीकेशन within 30 days from receipt of order. That means he is giving all the explanation and explanation accepted. Then also they can cancel your summary assessment. Two cases when summary assessment be changed: when taxable person makes an application or when they found the order is wrong, erroneous order is there, so they can initiate, they can, not compulsory, they may initiate 73 74. That is your demand and recovery. Ma'am, suppose I am unable to understand taxable person not ascertainable, taxable person ही समझ नहीं आ रहा, then person in charge of such goods. Suppose this is a warehouse and this is the person sitting in warehouse. Actually, the goods here does not belong to this person. He is just a in charge of that warehouse. But अभी हमने क्या किया है? We done search and seizure here, or we have done summary assessment here, and we find कि these are all the goods liable for confiscation. Confiscation मतलब जब्ती. Take in charge, हम ले लेंगे. Confiscation. Now, ma'am, we have done confiscation, but this person does not know who is the owner. मतलब उसको सिर्फ सैलरी मिलता था. He even don't know कि ये किसके गुड्स को संभाल रहा है. उसको बस इतना पता था I got job. तो इस केस में बोल रहे when it is not possible to ascertain the person in charge, taxable person. तो ये जो person in charge है deemed to be taxable person. यही पर्सन इंचार्ज जिसके पास क्या अथॉरिटी इंचार्ज है, दैट इंचार्ज विल बी द टैक्सेबल पर्सन. अंडरस्टूड? ओनली वन असेसमेंट आई एम नॉट कंप्लीटिंग नाउ, ओनली वन. अदरवाइज ओवरऑल पार्ट ऑफ माय असेसमेंट डन. कितना ओवरऑल? आई कैन कंप्लीट इट राइट नाउ, देयर इज नो इशू विद दैट. इट इज सिंपली व्हेन यू डू नॉट फाइल द रिटर्न. तो इफ यू फील कंफर्टेबल, तो कैन आई कंप्लीट दिस, ये वाला असेसमेंट? एवरीवन, कैन आई कंप्लीट दैट? ठीक है, कर लेते हैं. तो मैम नॉन फाइलर ऑफ रिटर्न मतलब भाई यू आर लाइबल टू फाइल रिटर्न बट यू आर नॉट फाइलिंग द रिटर्न. नॉन फाइलर्स ऑफ रिटर्न का मतलब ही क्या है? कि when a registered person fails to file the return monthly, quarterly, as the case may be, annual return, doesn't file the return at all. So when a person is not filing the return, ये जो notice है under section 46, this notice will be issued. अब वो क्या होता है 46 का notice? I will be telling you right now. A notice is issued by PO and he will request that 15 days के अंदर file your return. If you do not file your return, best judgment assessment. अब मैम now what is ये 46 days का return है क्या? सबसे पहले suppose this is the due date to file the return. ये क्या है तुम्हारा due date of filing the return? ठीक है मैम. This is the due date of what? Filing the return. Before 3 days before the due date, तुमको message आते हैं reminders कि your return filing due date is this, your return filing due date is this. सबसे पहले ये procedure चालू हो गई. Due date से पहले system generated message you will receive reminder कि this is the due date, this is the due date. ठीक है? Now ma'am, after due date, again due date भी निकल गई. After due date, again a system generated message that you are the defaulter. अभी फिर से बता रहे default. So due date gone. After due date, again system generated message to all the defaulters to authorize signatory, proprietor, partner, director, जो भी होंगे in your business, उन सबको जाएगा ये again system generated message की default. तो reminder 3 days पहले भी आ रहा है. Reminder after due date भी आया. Now again 5 days. They will wait for 5 days. कि अभी दिया ना कि default might be. They will realize कि actually default done. So after waiting for 5 days, your section number 46 का electronically notice will return will be given. Now they will say electronically they will issue 46 का notice. Still again requesting. अरे भाई 15 days में file your return. Are you getting? फिर भी request कर रहे हैं अभी भी. Request ही कर रहे हैं कि 15 days में file your return. Now ma'am, suppose again not file the return in 15 days. भाई अब तो your tax liability will be calculated on best judgment. ठीक है. Now suppose ma'am, issue तो किया 46 का notice. They said we will wait for 15 days. कितने days तक we will wait? We will wait for 15 days. But फिर भी after 15 days क्या हुआ? जिस दिन notice issue और actually within 30 days you have filed. Late हुए तुम 15 days में you have not filed, but actually notice issue होने से 30 days के अंदर you have filed the return. तो we will say okay, your best judgment we withdraw. तो withdrawal का time again दिया उन्होंने कि we have issued notice issue करने के बाद we have given 15 days, still you have not filed the return. Again वो 15 days का अभी भी क्या ले रहे? Grace ले रहे हैं. They are taking the grace. After even in 30 days you have filed, चलो assessment cancel. But ma'am not filed. नहीं किया, फाइल ही नहीं किया, 30 days बाद भी फाइल नहीं किया. Now अब कुछ नहीं, सीधी बात ये है कि we need what? Best judgment assessment. And जो भी best judgment assessment होगा directly recovery will start. मैम recovery मतलब कोई notice नहीं आएगा. This is the demand. Now you can appeal. Already कितनी बार तुमको मौका दिया था ना? Many times you were saying कि file the return. Now directly recovery. We want money. अब तुमको अपील का ऑप्शन नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, डायरेक्टली रिकवरी पे जाएंगे हम. डिमांड नहीं दे रहे कि दिस इज द डिमांड, चेक इट, वेदर यू एक्सेप्ट इट, वेदर यू डू नॉट एक्सेप्ट इट, खत्म. बेस्ट जजमेंट डन. यही तुम्हारा क्या है? रिकवरी. बिकॉज बेस्ट जजमेंट में कितनी बार वी हैव गिवन अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ बीइंग हर्ट. You file the return. So this is direct. Ma'am, what will happen in best judgment assessment? Proper officer, whatever he finds, जो outward tax liability he finds on the basis of evidence, inward supply he finds on the basis of evidence, जो information e-way से मिलता means from wherever possible he can collect evidences, best judgment assessment will be done. Understood? So finally, वो assessment है and only 2 sections of audit that we are not covering right now. Done? तो assessment part done. छोटा सा audit part of 15 minutes remaining. if possible आज इवनिंग में ये छोटा सा ऑडिट पार्ट वी विल कंप्लीट बिकॉज आई डोंट नो वेदर आई विल बी एबल टू टेक DT और नॉट. I literally don't know for the evening, but at least for half an hour we can connect and I can complete your audit वाला part. So assessment and audit completed. ठीक है, चलो तो 8:10 sharp 8:10 we will connect for DT. Any doubt?
वन सेकेंड मैम, समरी असेसमेंट के लिए थोड़ा बोल सकते हैं मैम?
बोल सकते हो, मतलब क्या बोलना है?
समरी असेसमेंट
समरी असेसमेंट में मतलब सपोज करो दिस इज द ईयर, ठीक है, द रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन इज लाइबल टू पे द टैक्स बट परमानेंटली गोइंग आउटसाइड इंडिया वी कैन नॉट वेट, नॉट इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ रेवेन्यू. अगर वो इंडिया के बाहर चले गए तो वेयर यू विल फाइंड इट? आर यू गेटिंग? तो वेट करना पॉसिबल नहीं है, समरी असेसमेंट कर देते हैं. देन लेटर ऑन वी फाइंड टू नो अरे वो तो सिर्फ ट्रिप के लिए जा रहा था फॉर 3-4 months, so we can withdraw. Are you getting? Then he have given explanation. Even I'm going, but ये details है मेरे representative मैंने दे दिया. Then also withdraw. तो वो 30 days में दे सकता है ना, अपनी बात बोल सकता है. That is that. ठीक है?
मैम वो रिमाइंडर मेल रिमाइंडर मैसेज अभी बोले थे ना मैम आपने, आप वो आके बिफोर यू हैव सेड दैट ही हैज फेल्ड द रिटर्न 6 months consecutive or 6 months, उसके बाद ये प्रोसीजर स्टार्ट होगा ना?
Every month.
एवरी मंथ स्टार्ट
Every
होगा?
month. हाँ. कि पहले ही क्यों कर रहे वो कि भाई समझ जा पर तुम तो 6 महीने संभले नहीं तो रजिस्ट्रेशन कैंसिल होगा. और यहाँ पे बेस्ट जजमेंट होता जा रहा है. यहाँ registration is not getting cancelled. Every month they will give you all this opportunity, but 6 months elapsed. Best judgment कर करके बेचारे थक गए. Now तो cancel your return registration.
मैम ऐसा पॉसिबल हो सकता है कि if I fail the return for 1 month बेस्ट जजमेंट से वो स्क्रूटनी आपने क्या बोला था मैम?
Best judgment can never open scrutiny.
नो यू हैव सेड दैट वो 15 days के बाद क्या होगा मैम?
15
रिकवरी.
हो
यस
गया.
मैम.
Specifically notice 15 days have been given.
Yeah.
Again they wait for 15 days.
Yeah.
मतलब still 20th date को you file the return, then also they will stop your best judgment. तो grace period बोलते नहीं है, but
Okay.
still they wait for overall 30 days.
Okay. So if I fail the one month return, it is possible that officers will come and recovery हो सकता है ना?
हाँ, best judgment whenever your best judgment recovery start होता है, फिर demand and recovery पे नहीं जाते. ठीक है? Done? चलो, okay, we will start 8:10 for DT.